Our destination?
Packing Essentials Part 1.
Let's go for a ride.
Welcome to Girls Trip. Mm-hmm. We are in full summer mode, which I'm so excited about.
Finally.
And hopefully you are looking forward to your summer and maybe have some fun things planned on the calendar. So if you're anything like me, you are thinking about what you're going to be packing like months ahead of time. I think not because I'm like obsessive about it, but I think that's my way of like,
Rebecca's like, yeah.
of like looking forward to it.
Okay, 100%
I enjoy thinking about like, you know, fun things for the kids or what I'm going to wear, or like it keeps me in like a anticipatory mode.
I don't remember why, but this was a question that came up on a much previous episode. It was like, would you rather like a spontaneous trip or shopping spree?
Yes.
And I was like, I take the shopping spree to like a resort that you have to go on tonight. But because I'm like, there's part of the anticipation for me, and planning for it is a huge part of it. So
yeah, I like
completely
the
agree with
anticipation. I love having something on my calendar.
You would take trip.
And then collecting things.
I mean, I love that idea of like, okay, I know this is coming. I don't think I am as like, ooh, I'm gonna go buy this. Like, actually, I want to say like maybe last year or something, we were going to like Florida or something. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get a new bathing suit, or I'm gonna get a new cover up. Like then I started thinking that, but most of the time, I'm not there. I'm just like waiting until the week of, and then I'm like, okay, what do I need? But yeah, I'm sure that does make it seem like a little bit nicer leading up to it. You're not just like dreading work and going, because you're like, I can plan, I can still have fun and think of things. Okay.
Planning is part of the fun. Yeah, it's part of the anticipation of it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we have each tackled a different type of trip and are going to share with you some of the essentials that we would consider.
Yes.
And we're each going to tackle one today, and we're each going to tackle one on Wednesday.
Yes.
So we're cover a lot of different types of trips.
Places.
Rebecca, you're going to kick us off.
Where are we going? We're going to the beach, guys.
Ooh,
so
my least favorite place.
And I was going to be like, I went to the beach every single week growing up. Like from the age of like 5 to whatever, I was always at the beach.
Yeah. That's why you're the perfect person for this.
Exactly. So fun stories of growing up with a large family. I feel like the beach was also a very cheap, easy thing to do. Load everyone in the car. We never went to a beach that was like pay by person. It was carload, which was like perfect.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, and
I don't think
at
I've
the
ever
time,
been to a beach like that.
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay. We always used to go to like Sandy Hook State Park.
Okay.
So that's why. And there's lifeguards there. There's bathrooms there. You're not like running around on the boardwalk. So it was very easy for my mom to just be like, okay, let's go. We used to have like 3 or 4 families also at the same time, just like
Hiding in your trunk.
I'll meet us down there. But that's suburban. We had like 10 people probably at one point for $10. And I'm like, okay, great.
Yeah.
We went to the beach where you had to like park 75 miles away, still pay like $80, carry the heavy coolers, then pay per person to get on the beach.
Okay,
So.
that's not the way to go. Not the way to go. So growing up, has my packing for the beach evolved 100%. When you're at different stages of your life, you're packing different things.
Yeah.
However, if I'm going to the beach now, I'm always bringing a cooler, which I don't have with me, but not a huge cooler, because I feel like you pack that, it's so heavy, you don't even use all the stuff that's in there. So you want like a nice medium-sized cooler.
Yeah.
Tip for that is you're going to freeze some water bottles, and that's your ice. And then they also, become liquid, and then you can drink it.
Smart.
So then you're not like packing extra water bottles, all that fun stuff. Okay, so we're going to dive into this bag that is off camera.
I love that bag.
This is probably a TJ Maxx purchase.
Yeah, it's
Super
very
cute.
pretty.
So gigantic. Okay. You're going for a massive tote bag. Number 1. We're not going to carry 1 million bags to the beach. Okay. We're going to shove it all in here, because if you're also smart, you're going to go with a very strong husband or significant other, and they will carry it, or you will have a wagon. We'll get into that. Okay. So in this bag, hold on 1 second.
My mom used to, and while you're getting that together, my mom used to embarrass the crap out of me. She would bring like the cart.
Yes.
I was like, okay, you walk You go find a spot. I'll join you in 20 minutes.
So
because I'm not going to be seen with that.
I don't know if those were around as much, but that's what happens when you have a large family. Everyone carried something. You are not empty-handed even as a 5-year-old. Carry a towel. Here you go. All right. So I have this towel. This is courtesy of Costco.
That's gorgeous.
So cute.
Yeah.
It comes with a little clip. This is a purchase of Arthur, guys.
Wow.
He surprised me.
That's
He came
gorgeous.
home and this was on the table and I was like, what is that?
Yeah, that's
And he's
cute.
like, I just saw it and I thought that we could use this. I was like, beautiful.
Love it.
So this is a towel that is pretty big. It's probably, I don't know, 8 feet by 10 feet. It's like it's big.
Oh, wow.
Maybe 8 by 8. Let's say 8 by 8. I always like going to the beach with like a blanket that can put I put my towels on. So I hate having just like my towel and then sand. It's never big enough. You're getting sand on you. We're basically going and making this a luxury resort. That's how I like to go to the beach. So I always have this down first. And we have this handy dandy. What is this one?
I think it's
Microfiber beach towel.
Anti-sand.
Anti-sand.
Yeah,
I
it's the
did not
best.
have these growing
Yeah,
up. This
it's
is
the
really
best.
cool. So I would place this type of towel on top of this. So then if you come out of the water, dry myself off with this or one or the other. But one of my towels is always staying dry.
And I think that one's like quick drying too, which is so brilliant.
So you just like quickly, this is also beautiful colors. Reversible.
Very cute.
So next we are going with, let's see, a waterproof bag. I got these, I think, at Target, like in a pack of 3. I throw in my keys, chapstick, phone, even in this, just so I don't get sand in it. I put like a lot of essentials, just in case something gets into my bag, it gets wet or whatever. I know that valuables are safe.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to be able to use your phone, I have put a plastic bag over my phone.
Yeah.
And Ziplocked it. The touchscreen does work. So you can do that. Again, these are super cheap. Not really.
Then you gotta put your phone in the cooler to stop it from overheating.
Overheating, yeah.
When is someone going to make an invention that's not going to be a problem?
Probably exists.
Probably
if
exists.
you dig far enough.
Then not only...
Not the fanny pack.
Guys,
Stop
it
it.
literally says Aloha. I got this in Maui, okay?
As long as you got it in Maui.
I got it in Maui. This is water resistant. That's the only reason why.
Can I feel it?
Yeah.
That's actually a nice one.
It's
I
very
don't even want to
lightweight.
touch it.
No, it's a nice one.
She is being such a loser right
I'm
now.
anti fanny pack.
So
Sorry.
my sister, who's like the queen of
Yes.
do not walk anywhere that not looking fabulous.
Yeah.
She's also the queen of fanny packs.
I know.
Also,
I can't.
I don't
Fanny
wear
pack
this
queen.
like a normal. Well, I have at times. I do a crossbody most of the time.
Yeah.
This is for when I'm quickly like running to get the pliables truck that is on our beach normally. I'll throw like just a little bit of cash, a card,
No, that's
and
good.
call it a day.
Yeah.
I also can throw that in there and not be too concerned
Yeah.
of it getting wet by accident, sand in it. So I always bring this to the beach with me. It's very convenient, easy. I have a lot of stuff.
Of course, it's black.
We're bringing a hat. and it's an ultimate Frisbee hat. We always have a hat. Even if I'm not wearing it there, I'm bringing it to cover my face at some point. Next, we all know we're bringing sunglasses, obviously.
Yes.
This one is a little mini face wipe.
Cute.
I hate the feeling of being sticky at the beach
Yeah.
salty.
Yeah.
So only when we're leaving, like before I drive home, I like taking a face wipe, even if it's a wipe, whatever I have, and just wiping my face off. I just feel so much better when the AC's hitting me and I'm driving home, or the air.
Yeah.
It's so much nicer. I'll throw that in there. And then I always have a stack of wipes, to-go wipes, whatever, with me, because things get sticky on the beach. And I'm always going to have a garbage bag, a legit like garbage bag, because this particular, it's a state park and you have to carry in, carry out. They sometimes have dumpsters that you can throw it in there, but there's no garbages normally. Sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't. So I always bring a garbage
Really
bag.
cute. I feel like they have them a lot more at Costco, Sam's Club.
Okay.
When it's like around a holiday, like Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day.
Yeah.
They're like pop-up garbage, but like
Yes.
all in one.
And you can put the
you
bag
pop
in
it up and then
Yep.
you throw the whole garbage, like can out with the garbage. It's like
that's kind of cool.
It's such a good invention. It like pops up with the bag already in it.
Okay.
You use it as a garbage. My sister uses them for every single party. And then once the party is over, after you're coming home from the beach, you literally take the entire thing out and throw it out because it's really just made of paper. Honestly.
Okay. Wow.
That's very convenient. Yeah. I always like having this because it's just like you're going to have garbage and where are you going to put it? So you always want to have a bag to throw the stuff in. And then if I was really like, this is my top 10, I need an umbrella always. Artie needs an umbrella. Like I'm not going anywhere without an umbrella. I don't care how small it is. But I need a little bit of shade. Yeah. I like my tanning, but at times I need to sit on my chair.
Yeah.
Artie loves a good backpack, like Tommy.
Chair.
But what is it? Tommy
Bahama.
Yeah. So we're going with those essentials for the beach. There's I probably could list a million other things, but okay, we'll list one more. You need a snack bag. Okay. You also need a bag within this bag that contains just the snacks because you don't want to be fumbling through. Yeah. So having multiple little bags within this gigantic tote bag, I feel is the way to go.
My mom is the queen of snack bags.
Lady. Yeah,
queen of snack bags.
You need it. She's the bin lady. I'm the bag lady. Like just the way it goes.
She's sometimes the bin lady or bag lady. Yeah,
yeah, she is.
Yeah,
she's just the lady.
All the bins in the bags. Just the lady.
She's just the lady. All right, so that's my hodgepodge of items.
I love it.
So I have Europe coming up in a couple weeks.
So excited.
Many items are still in my Amazon cart because I'm convinced that I can get better prices if I just keep looking. Some of those items are the converters for Europe because we can't just plug in anything that we want. Do you have any, by the way? I might actually take some from you now, guys.
I had to look. I actually, where did I go?
Because they're not as expensive as I thought that they were.
Somehow we went, the first time we went to Europe, we started in Paris, which is where you're starting. And we brought like 3 different converters.
Just in case.
And my flat iron didn't work with any of them. And it was some rough hair days there. Okay. So I can't pack enough.
I didn't have a fear there. Now I do.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Can you purchase any, like maybe in the airport or something? Like
maybe.
They might have, like, they
but I feel like I didn't know until
you're trying it out.
I wasn't going back to the airport, you know? So,
so maybe keep that in mind.
Yeah. So that's in the mail right now. I'm still on the lookout. Call back to Faith. I'm still on the lookout for a perfect wrap to have. I have a couple that I just feel like aren't. I want a wrap that's not white, but like an off-white that will go with a lot of different outfits.
Yeah.
Right now I have a couple that are in multiple colors and I'm like, that can only go with one thing. Like I want to bring one and something that's really comfy that I could have on the plane, use as a blanket, use as a pillow. So I'm still kind of on the lookout for that. Something I did purchase though, a couple weeks ago, because I need to break them in. And now they need a little bit of a wash because I've really broken them in. I mean, I've been on.
I know. I've seen you wear them like every time.
I've been on mile walks with these shoes. These are called.
Are they? Have seen.
Oh my god! Okay, we will go through a full-fledged car wash with these before we bring them to Europe. But they are super broken in now, and they are stupid comfortable. I really like them a lot. They're called Project Cloud memory foam shoes, and I mean, are they the most stylish things? Yeah, but they do look cute with all of my dresses that I have going with me. So it's like that sundress look with the sneakers, and they're super, super comfy. I usually have a big problem with the backs.
Okay.
I'm almost always
like blisters or something.
Yes, I'm almost always putting a Band-Aid behind, which I probably will still bring them just in case because we're walking so much.
You should start with the Band-Aid on
instead of waiting for it to get better. 100%. 100%. But shockingly, because I don't put, like, if I'm just wearing these to, like, you know, church, or if I'm wearing them to work, I'm not going to think, oh, I'm going on a long walk. So I'm not putting any like cover behind them, and I'm fine all day long with them. So I really, really like this purchase. I'm really happy with it. I waited a long time to find to purchase the right sneakers. We've had Europe in the calendar for a long time, and I was like, I'm gonna read every review possible before I buy the right one. So
What's the approximate price point? Do you remember?
75-ish.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah,
for sneakers,
not that bad. They have a lot of different styles. I wanted the white ones because I wanted to go with as much stuff as possible. So I'm really happy with that purchase. Okay, so my other items kind of focus around sleep, actually. I bought these headphones probably 2 years ago. No shade to Apple, but a little bit. I think I've gone through 4 different Apple headphones cases.
Okay.
And they have broken within, this is just what my experience, 10 to 12 months max. Or one has gone out, or I had to replace something, or I've had these for almost 2 years and I've had no problem with them. And they're $30 on Amazon.
Okay.
And the reason why I bought them was because I could not sleep next to Thomas in bed without having a little assistance. I had my earplugs, which I still would definitely bring with me. I'm still going to bring them to Europe, but these are so tiny and comfortable. I'm a side sleeper, so they fit right in my ear that if I go on my side, I do not feel them at all.
That's
so
really
I'm having like a fan playing in my ear all night long.
Yeah.
And
But
the battery
they must
lasts really
go
long.
like in your ear.
So they have a little piece on them that does go in.
Okay.
But it's not like there's some really obnoxious earbuds that like go in your ear. You feel like you're being violated.
Yeah.
Like that. These do not feel like that at all.
Okay.
They're so comfy. And I got them while I still had my Apple headphones because I was like, because those are impossible to go to sleep with. They're so
I know,
big
it's
piece.
bulky.
Those are impossible. So instead of like, I was like, oh, I'll use those during the day. I'll just use these for sleep. My Apple ones eventually broke again, and I was like, I'll just use these forever. And I love them. So these are my headphones that I don't go anywhere without. They were $30 on
so
Amazon.
I might buy those like specifically for travel.
Yeah.
Because or just keep in the car. Like
you're like laying down
And
anything
like
on the plane.
you don't sometimes want to bring your more expensive items too. So
because I use AirPods almost every night to go to sleep, but I only put it in one ear, the one I'm not laying on, and then I like take it out just as I'm falling asleep.
Yeah.
But I have not had a great track record with AirPods either of them breaking or because I lose one
Or
because
they end up in the wash.
or something. And I knew it was a risk, but I was just so annoyed with myself for losing one, and I still haven't found it. I don't know where it is. That I was like, I don't want to spend a lot of money, but I also I was like, didn't want to do the research to find another brand and be disappointed.
Yeah.
So I ordered a brand new set of Apple AirPods from eBay.
Okay.
Risque.
Yeah.
Now they were $40.
Yeah.
So, do I feel like I'm getting $40 worth? Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Do I want to punch a hole in the wall almost every day because it's such a hard time to get them to connect with the Bluetooth, and I don't there's no rhyme or reason. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pressing it over and over and over and over and over again.
It's just not connecting.
And it makes this weird like noise that my old AirPods never made when it's like I guess starting to lose battery or something like that.
Yep.
So yeah, it might be time for me to try
No,
one of
I
those.
love
those
them.
out. Yeah, I
What's
really
the
like
brand?
that.
Is it on there?
So it's definitely Chinese.
Something.
Oh, totally.
Well, maybe we can link it. So,
Yeah,
so we can all buy it.
I recently, because I was telling my mom about them, she's like, you have to send me the link. I was like, okay, go on Amazon. Don't exist anymore. I'm like, great. But I found another pair that was identical to it. So I sent her those and she loves them. So definitely love these.
That's smart.
In the spirit of sleep,
That's cute though.
I just
like
got
that.
this a couple weeks ago, specifically, obviously for Europe. My husband has ruined me in many ways, also made me in many ways, but in this specific one, I cannot sleep if the room is not freezing. I cannot. And we have gone on vacation multiple times. In the middle of the night, I'll say, is there a store open where we can go purchase a Dyson right now? Because I can't do this. And sometimes like you can't control the air completely or it's just not, and it can ruin
your sleep. Yeah.
your
If
sleep
you're not sleeping.
and then thus ruining your trip.
Yeah.
So I just said, no, we're not doing that. I was like, there has to be an invention. Someone has to come up with something. So I literally was Googling like vacation fan and these little bad boys
That's really
came
cool.
up. So
Very cute.
So we're going to do a demonstration.
Okay.
So first of all, there's no batteries. You plug it in on the side. That's how it charges.
Okay.
So then this little thing pops out. It's flat, so it fits in your suitcase really well.
Okay.
So, but this will pop out so that you can put it on your nightstand right next to you.
Yep.
Okay. This is
pretend that we're movie stars.
this is 50%.
Picture.
that's nice.
This is 100%.
Ooh. I went from like what's a hair brand?
L'Oreal.
From a L'Oreal commercial to like, you know those old Dentine ice commercials where like you put the gum in your mouth and you end up like in Iceland or something? Yeah. That's impressive. For a flimsy little thing, that's impressive.
Right?
Yeah, that's going to cool you down.
And so I tested it obviously and I was like, I shut it off halfway through the night because I was freezing. Because with it on like your face like that, you really do get cooled off.
Yeah.
Okay. There's something about your head being cool. I think that kind of goes down to the rest of your body. And I was like, this is really great. So
and if you like a little bit of noise,
which I need,
that kind of gives a little noise machine too.
Definitely has some noise to it.
Wow, that's
I'm really,
great.
really happy with that. And I think I might actually get another one before the trip so that we each can have one on the side of our
one breaks
beds with us. And if one breaks, exactly.
No,
but I
smart.
also love the fact that it didn't need batteries. We'll just plug it in the way we plug in our phone. It takes the same charger as our phone takes. I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy with those purchases. I do feel like we have a lot more to get before the trip, but
those are some solid ones.
My last one that I didn't bring because I don't have yet, because I just haven't found one, because I don't want a fanny pack. I want a nice crossbody, but one that is really flat to like my body.
Yeah.
And I just feel
Not
like
super bulky.
I just feel like they're all so bulky. I've gone to TJ, gone to Marshall's. It's not like I have one in my cart and I just haven't purchased it yet. Like I cannot find the one that I like, which I want to put like my money in there. I want to put my phone in there. I don't want to be holding my key card to the hotel room. Like I want to put everything on my like chest.
Yeah.
But all of them just feel like
big
bags, and I don't want a bag. I just literally just want like a pouch almost, and I haven't found anything yet. So that's been a little bit annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep searching. I probably won't find exactly what I'm looking for like at a Marshall's or a TJ. I'm probably
it might be more of
because that's really just where I've been
a purchase or investment.
That might be an investment. That's right.
Yeah.
Maybe like which I don't want to do.
I feel like Fossil has a
Fossil might have some good ones.
Yes.
Okay,
that might be a place to look.
Yep.
Okay,
their Fossil outlet online always has good sales.
Because I mean, your husband and I were talking about this actually. You say you're going to Paris, and people are always like, "Oh, get ready!" Like robbers are everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, have you been to New York?
Yeah. I know. We've been around block.
Who's out in New York going, look at all this cash I got, people? Like, nobody's doing that.
Yeah, I don't know why that's like a thing. I feel
like scammers. Yeah, that they're like, don't fall for this, and you're like, obviously, I'm
not gonna lose my mind just because I'm in another country.
Pickpocketing.
I mean, honestly, I think New York is way worse with people just coming up to you. Like when I was, any of the times I've been in Europe, I never had an encounter with anyone coming up to me with feeling like things were shady or like not at all.
Yeah.
So like I think as long as you're using common sense, like you're gonna.
I think that's
fine.
the whole
bit in front. Yeah,
that's
have
the
some
whole
zippers.
Thing.
Yeah,
I feel very comfortable going. I was nervous for a while.
You've been to New York? Yeah.
The language barrier scared me. The navigation and everything kind of scared me a little bit. But as we get closer, I'm just getting more and more excited to go. So I'm ready.
It really is so easy now, especially. I'm sure if you went however many years ago, it might have been different. But with as long as you have your phone, I mean, you can look up directions to anywhere without having to ask anybody. You know, just use the walking directions on like, your Google Maps.
There's so many apps.
You can get a lot of information.
And no matter how hard you try to hide your Americanness, they can smell it.
Yeah.
And again, I personally didn't have any like bad experiences.
Yeah.
But it just made it easy. They were like, here's the American menu. And pretty much everyone spoke to us in English.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not nearly as hard to navigate.
I'm getting more and more excited.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
Have so much
if
fun.
we get stuck there, we get stuck there.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
But it's all good.
Who cares?
And you're going to be fine.
Super excited.
All right. That leaves me. So I am talking essentials for traveling with kids. Obviously, kind of like Rebecca said, that's going to change depending on what phase your kids are in.
Don't tune out if you don't have kids because you may want these items.
You may want
for yourself.
You still might like this bag she has.
And also, I think it's really cute. Like if you have friends who have kids around this age and their birthdays are like, you know, spring, summer, and you know they're going to be traveling. And those are really cute gifts to
Very
give
good
for
idea.
them,
Yeah.
rather than just like a random toy, something that's useful. So my kids are 3 and 5 now. They've been so great. They've had great flights every time they've been on a plane. But I also spend a lot of time
do the prep,
keeping them busy, you know, making sure that they have activities to do on the flight there and the flight back, so that things are new. So like I'll pack their backpacks for the flight there, but then I'll hold things back in my suitcase so I can swap it out for the flight back, and different things like that. So, and I really enjoy finding stuff and searching and, you know, surprising them with things they're really going to like. But I think the first thing I'll start out with is for the parents who are traveling with kids. I only have 2 items for that. I feel like Mary Poppins.
That's where you're like, and we're pulling out this.
So the first is something I've talked about before.
Okay.
It's my favorite.
Yes.
We recently
did this actually.
We recently experienced the.
It's always very recently used because you can see the mascara marks all the time.
Yeah.
That's good. So this is Renpho, RENPHO on Amazon. And it's like so small and compact. It's like, why would you not want to bring it with you? Because, you know, a migraine can ruin a vacation.
Yeah.
And you don't really have time for that when you're traveling with your kids.
Yeah,
like,
it's so true.
You just have to keep going.
It's so true.
And especially if you're long flights, it messes up your sleep. I can't really sleep while on planes. So this is just nice to have with you so you can pull out.
Okay.
Don't make fun of me, guys, for this. This is a neck light. Okay.
You could have
hold your comment.
I could have had 100 guesses and I would not have gone there.
I was like, is it the thing massager?
No, this is a book light that goes around your neck.
Okay.
And when you are traveling with kids, you're typically in the same hotel room. Yeah. You're sharing a room. And when your kids go to bed at 8 o'clock,
she's right.
You want to, that's your time to get your reading in for the night. This is handy dandy little thing to just pop on your neck.
Okay,
and
question.
Read.
I think it's awesome, but the little, because I had these too with my books growing up. Those little book lights, right?
Yeah.
Why not that? And why that and not that?
I never found a book light that I actually liked because it either like weighed down the book awkwardly, or I had to keep moving it when I was flipping pages.
Yeah.
So this just gives me more control.
Yeah.
And it's easy. I don't have to touch it. I don't have to move it.
I just can't get over that. I never would have guessed. Can I see it in action?
No, because I didn't charge it.
Never mind.
Oh, it's okay. Chargeable though. That's
but it's
nice.
chargeable. There's
Again,
no batteries.
Batteries.
Love the chargeable.
You just plug it in. So yeah, this is just a really like smart thing to have, so you can have your nighttime enjoyable things. Okay, those are the boring adult things. Now for the fun.
I don't even know what I would have guessed.
I know. I was like, is it a Bluetooth thing? Like
neck massage. I was like neck massager. I was like balancing you.
Yeah.
Somehow.
No clue.
Like balancing your hormones.
Just a light.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna start with by far the most important thing when traveling with kids, which is food.
100%. Yeah.
Always.
Also when traveling with Rebecca.
adults too.
Yes.
Myself.
So I have 2 things.
Adorable.
So one is your traditional, what they call Snackle Box, which is like, you know, the fishing tackle box, but for snacks. This I just got recently from Target. So if you're in on the hunt for it, $3.
I was like, this literally could be like.
I was like it's a bead. Like
I put like
beads.
Yes, totally.
Yes.
They're totally now branded. Like it's a Snackle Box.
Totally. So funny story. I had originally gotten my first ones a couple years ago from Amazon, and it was like a 4-pack, and they came in the mail and they were legit this big each box.
And you're like,
they were so tiny. It was hilarious.
2 goldfish.
Yeah. So we made
goldfish.
it work for a while, but now
Make it last, kid.
Yeah. Now we upgraded to this.
Love that.
And this is great for a lot of things. Obviously snacks, but if you have kids that like to play with little pieces, this is a great way to travel.
Yeah.
I also have these, which are these stackable things. These are from Costco, and I use them all the time.
They're very cute.
I use them for my kids' lunch when we're going to the park, also for planes.
So you can take them apart, right?
It has a handle. And yes, every compartment comes apart. So there's three different compartments. And these are also multi-use. I use these for snacks. I use them for like my son likes to just like put his little guys in things and stack them. And, you know, we bring them by the pool, fill them with water and, you know, things like that. And something like this is also really handy because when you are traveling with kids, you know, things can be really expensive.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you're like, oh, well, I just paid for this breakfast and my kid left half a plate of fruit. And you're like, they will eat this at lunch.
Yeah.
So you're like,
so I'm just like, pull one of these out of my bag, put the extra fruit in there, and
you don't
bring
need
it
the
with
styrofoam
me.
box that they bring out. No, it's a great tip.
To bring around with me. So this is very multi-use. At Costco, they come in a pack of 3. So you get
that's
3
nice.
whole
Okay.
stackable things.
Does it come with Bluey stickers?
No, that just comes with Bluey on it.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we got Bluey ones and like Mickey and Donald ones.
Cute.
So yeah, so these are always really
Adorable.
fun. Let me see if I can stick these here.
Adorable.
Honestly, if I just packed snacks, my kids would probably be happy.
Like a snack every hour.
Yes, this is a new purchase. So my daughter now, who's 5, is pretty good with wearing the like kids headphone things to like watch a movie or something. Although what I didn't think about the first time I bought those was that the cord that came with them was like this long.
Yeah.
So it like didn't reach from the thing. I was like, but my son being only 3 and the last time he flew, he was 2. They weren't quite fitting correctly and he would get annoyed because they're like falling off and then, you know, whatever. So for this one, I got this, which we'll be trying out, which is like a headband.
That's so cute.
That you just wear and it's Bluetooth. And the speakers are just like in the headband.
So before these, I tried that. Not that specific one, but I found that I just didn't like it around my head all night.
Yes.
Like I just didn't want it all night.
All night.
But I could totally see how the kids would be into that.
But
That
just
would
something
work.
that will fit and not be falling off as much, and it's adjustable
Yeah.
and
the
all of
speakers
that.
in there are so cool.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So we will be testing that out. So I'm
Love
excited
that.
for that.
Little ears. The ears are too cute.
The ears, right?
It's adorable.
You got to make it fun.
Okay. This is
Snap. Oh, yes. You talked about these
these are collapsible like beach pails.
Great invention.
So that they're flat in your suitcase, which
Great
is
invention.
just fantastic. And that way they can each have their own and there's no fighting or anything like that. So that is a must.
Did
I
you
will
get
take
those
this.
at a
I'll
store?
bring this home,
Did you
yeah.
get those at a store or was that a...
Yeah.
Those I ordered from Amazon. They actually have them at Marshall's. I saw too, but
Okay.
it was the order from Amazon.
Great
This is such a good
invention.
idea.
It's a great idea.
So
Good
smart.
idea.
So smart.
So fun.
Okay, I'm always looking, especially for my son, for interesting things. My daughter's very easy. I feel like girls in general are easy to find, like little types of toys. Like they have Polly Pocket and they have like Doorables and like everything is cute and little, and I could buy her 1,000 different things. Boys, less so. It's much harder to find stuff. And he, as I think a lot of 3-year-olds, they just like pulling things apart and stacking things and putting things back in and, you know, that sort of thing. So I got this from Amazon. It's from Learning Resources.
Already love it.
It's called Rockin' Gem Surprise.
So
And
cute.
it's all of
Cool.
these like rocks that have a gem inside, and you use a little tool to like crack
it
open the
open?
rocks and, you know, open
That
the gems
is cool.
inside.
So cute.
And
He's
it
gonna
comes
love
with a
that.
little carrying bag. So I will take it all out and put it in the little carrying bag to stick in his backpack. But I think this is going to he's going to spend a lot of time playing this. Not only on the plane, I think we'll take it to the pool with us, the beach, bury the gems.
Yeah.
He really likes things that are color coded. So for this, the inside of every rock is the same color as the gem.
Oh, good idea. Yeah.
Convenient.
So yeah, so I found a couple of different things like this. There's another one. There you go.
Thank you so much. Going
And
home with
you've
some
won.
gifts. Some kids' toys.
There's another one that I can link to that is these little treasure chests. And you have to match the shape and color on the front to like you insert a little key.
Yep.
And there's like a little dinosaur creature
That's
inside
adorable.
each. So
So
he'll
cute.
be very busy. with
Oh,
that.
go.
Okay, the other thing that I was super excited to find was, so when you're looking for pool stuff, so the place that we're going this summer is a very low key like resort. There's really not a lot to do, which last year the resort I went to, there was like a city. So it was like endless things. So I really wanted to find some entertainment for the kids because they really just have a pool and a beach. There's no like water park. There's like nothing else to keep them busy. But a lot of pool toys are dive toys, which my kids are too young,
too little
to do. Sure. So then you get these fun things and they just sink, and then every 5 seconds they're asking you to get them for you. So I typically find toys that are like that can float, so they can play with them in the water and whatever. But I came across these at Target.
He's gonna freak out.
So this one's Spiderman, and then I got Avery a Ariel mermaid that comes with a shell. And the idea is you put the character in this, and then you put it underwater, and it slowly sinks to the bottom.
I've seen a video of this, right? It's the Ariel one, and it's like as soon as she sings, and it like opens up, and it goes,
and like the pressure causes it to open. It like spins itself back to the surface.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
yeah, you can kind of see it on the back, but you won't be able to see it in the camera.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, I'm like, they will definitely have fun, and I won't have to go get it every 5 seconds because they can do it themselves. So I'm excited for that. They also had at Target a lot of cute little like boats that you could like wind up and they'll float on the water. So I got those as well.
Wow.
Let's see. We're getting to that.
Wow.
I've also learned that kids like the dumbest things. They just do stuff
like
that doesn't even make
slime?
sense. That just like, anything that's like that they can just stretch or squeeze or, they just like that kind of stuff.
Which amazes me that there are products like that, because obviously there are adults coming up with these things. And I'm like, that always fascinates me, how adults can come up with things that kids really, really like. Yeah. When I have no idea why they are interested in this.
But you'll see, like, I will spend all this time picking out all of these toys and whatever, and then the thing that they end up playing with the most is like the nonsense thing. You're just like, what? So I think this is also from Target, and it's called a noodle ball.
A noodle ball.
And it just has these like neon colored stretchy noodles that you can take out and just
but they'll
play
love
with.
it.
And
They will love it.
They're going to love it. And yeah, so that's going to be the fun,
the noodle ball,
the fun thing there. And then very lastly, this is not necessarily specific to kids, but I love my packing cubes. I am a packing cubes girl.
Yep.
And so my kids are still young enough where my husband and I, like between the four of us, we just pack 2 suitcases, and we all have our own like little carry-on backpack, but we only pack 2 suitcases. It's just easier. They can't really do their own yet. So I bought packing cubes for each member of the family, and we all have our own color. Since we're packing in, multiple or only 2 suitcases, our stuff is going to get mixed up. So everyone has their own color, and this was also Amazon, and it came like this, but there's a bunch of different sizes in here. So there's one for toiletries, there's one for shoes, there's, all different sizes like this. I don't even use all of the ones that come in because there's so many.
It's incredible how much you can pack into them. I love them.
I love having them. They really do save space. And then I love, like, as we wear stuff and then get dirty, I can just divide and put all the dirty stuff in, because there's always some stuff you don't wear on vacation, but then when it's all mixed in with the dirty clothes, you're like, well, I guess I'm washing everything. But if I kind of keep that stuff separate, and then I have a little bit less laundry to do when I get home. So gotta have your packing cubes, and I feel like they're not all made equal.
No, they're not.
Some of them are like super flimsy, and
the zipper will break, and 100%. So I invested in a good pair for my trip to Israel a couple years ago, and they're still in great shape. So
these were just sort of like a whim on Amazon, and I ended up really, really liking them. So
I love the color. I make even though I like mine, I might get new ones because
like, I
want something fun.
I love how we're all like, okay, I'm gonna buy that from you. I'm gonna buy that from you. All of those different things. So,
okay, who's ready to go on vacation?
Yes,
beach vacation, all the above. Let's
so
go.
ready. So ready.
I'm just gonna take these with me.
Yeah. We're feeling good.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. This is gonna be a fun summer. I don't know if we'll ever get another one like this where I'm feeling this anticipation to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true.
You will.
Again. We will have another trip in the future, but something tells me that this is like one of our big last hurrahs. It's like you got a house to take care of now. Yeah, we planned this trip before we got the house.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if we would have planned it if we knew about it. So yeah, but too late now. So we're just going for it.
The memories are going to be worth it.
Yeah, I'm super excited. So we are changing things up a little bit for Girls Trip for the summer. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. We want you guys to take a break. And we're going to give ourselves a little bit of a break.
Just a small one.
Just a small one.
First of all, we know not all of you have watched all of our episodes. Okay. Some of you have. Some of you have, and we are indebted to you for life.
Yes.
But not all of you have watched all of our episodes. So if you are missing some, go look back. We have lots now for you to find.
Yes. But for the summer, we will be joining you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm like really excited about our summer content. We're kind of shaking it up a little bit from what we've been doing for winter and spring. So we have some different themes. I feel like our first month of summer is like summer state of mind, right? Like getting us ready to go into the summer. Then we're going to be heading into what I'm calling Summer Snack Fest.
My favorite.
So I'm excited about
My favorite time of the year.
Thank God. So join us. Like so much fun down the road. So much fun in the sun. Please come on this summer journey with us. We want you with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. We still need those subscribers. So just because it's summer, don't not subscribe. We really need you to subscribe. And most importantly, don't forget to enjoy the view wherever your ride takes you.